What's going on, IG? Wanted to make a video real quick. Just to reflect. I reflect every day. I try to reflect every day and think about all the decisions that I make on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and on a monthly basis, depending on how often I'm off my game and don't really remember to just sit down and reflect on the shit that's going on. But the more access and the more things that I've, been able to wrap my hands around with the advancement of technology, the more that I understand the importance of having idols and mentors. And I think about the concept all the time, what is an idol, what is a mentor? And, by definition, an idol is somebody that you strive to be exactly like. You want what they have. You want to achieve their level of success, um, and you appreciate theirs. You know what I mean? Like you're not you're not necessarily trying to take their place. You don't want to be greater than them. You want to get where they're at. It all depends on what your definition of the word idol means. I mean, there are some negative connotations to that, but that's where the word mentor comes in for me. And a mentor is somebody who has life experience that you don't have. And 9 times out of 10, a mentor is somebody who is of the same sex as you that you can directly relate to. And not saying that you can't have a mentor of a different sex or a different gender, because that's not true. I have several I have several women who are my mentors. Um, but I say all of that to say this: there are really three celebrities that I consider like mentors slash idols slash mentors. And I consider these three gentlemen mentors slash idols because of their character, um, their mettle, their toughness, their their core values, and their overall persistence in fight that they have to achieve their goals. And those three men are LeBron James, no surprise there, Will Smith, and the third gentleman. It all depends. Sometimes it rotates between Mr. Barack Obama. Other times it's clear cut. Denzel Washington. There are other men out there that are in positions of power that I respect and I idolize and I consider mentors without even them knowing who the fuck I am or that I even exist. But Denzel Washington, Will Smith, LeBron James. And here's why. All three of these men are family men. And their fathers and their husbands in a way that I have never seen, like personally, in my own life. In about 4 months, in 5 months, I'll be 30 years old. Well, in 6 months, I'll be 30 years old. And my relationship with my own father is something that I'm still working on. It's something that I'm still working every single day to build and gain some rapport and to learn about the man that my father is. Um, but with these three gentlemen, for all different reasons, Denzel and Will Smith, they had really good relationships with their fathers. LeBron James never knew who his father was, and despite that, is wildly successful. Will Smith is somebody who is now considered like a real deal international slash global icon. And joined Instagram this past summer and is at 26.5 million followers, something ridiculous. And everything that this man posts, regardless if the common followers who watch him post, regardless if they know it or not, everything that he posts is intentional. And if you don't know what the word intentional means, it just means that everything that he shares on his Instagram with you guys has a purpose. There's a deeper meaning behind the shit that he posts. And I recently watched the table talk that he did with his wife about their marriage, about their family. And I watch a lot of his reflection videos on his relationships with his kids. And, needless to say, if I were to ever become half of the human being that Will Smith is, with his universal self-awareness, with his just willingness to always learn from other people, other cultures, and just his overall swagger and his ability to still have all that charisma and that charm and be funny, but also still be like such a down-to-earth, selfless human being. Like, if I can have a fraction of that shit when I'm 50 years old, Lord willing, I want that. Denzel, Uncle Denzel, it goes without saying. This dude has blazed so many trails for actors like Will Smith, actors like Michael B. Jordan, actors like Chiwetel Ejiofor, actors like Chadwick Boseman, actors like Idris Elba, actors like my man Mahershala Ali. He paved the way for some of the greatest talents that we have in the game right now. And all of his inspirational quotes, even if he doesn't feel like they're inspirational, his quotes about navigating the Hollywood scene and navigating the movie industry is something that can be readily applied to anything that you're doing in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of his children is behind the scenes in the movie industry, and then the other is in front of the camera. His daughter is like a producer, director. His son is an actor. And his son sounds just like him in certain movies, by the way. But his take on how important it is to be able to do both is just, it's simple. It sounds like it should be common sense. But when you hear Mr. Washington present this in different interviews, you're like, huh. In life, we don't have the time nor the privilege to be one-dimensional. We have to be able to excel at other things, at more than one thing. So that's one of the main reasons why I look up to that man, because I've seen him direct, I've seen him produce, I've seen him act, I've seen him do Broadway, I've seen him do, silver screen, I've seen him do big screen, and he embodies all of that shit. So, and he also challenges young men of color to just be great. And that's always something that's necessary from our elders. And then last but not least, LeBron James. From coming up without a father to being the number one prospect in the world, to getting drafted into the NBA, to defying all expectations and literally bodying every fucking expectation that we had of you as a society. Will you win a championship? Can you win multiple championships? Can you be a leader? Can you put a team on your back and take them to the promised land? Can you win a championship for Cleveland? Can you give back to the community? Opening a school, the LeBron James Foundation, and giving money, sending over 2,000 kids to college every year from your native city in Akron and a native state in Ohio. And being the family man that you are, even though you didn't have any template to ever see what a traditional family looks like, or what a father should be, or what a husband should be, you didn't get to see that. But yet and still, here you are. You know what I mean? Not a one scandal in your entire career. 3 championships out of 8 championship appearances. You know what I mean? Like, you're probably going to go down as the greatest scorer of all time, and you're a facilitator at your position. You've been a facilitator your whole career. I'm amazed by these 3 men. And I don't follow or pay attention to the moves of many men. And for people who say, oh yeah, well, you should never follow a man, you should never worry about another man. Yeah, to a degree, I understand that. If you have a mentor, though, you're going to pay attention to what other men and women are doing. You're going to see what template they lay out for you, so you can make sure that when you follow in their footsteps, or if you try to blaze your own trail, you know what steps you need to take in order to be successful. So I just wanted to say that, man, because that shit is real. That shit runs deep. And I hope that at some point I could be that for my youngins that are coming up under me. And yeah, man, I'm gonna try to do like a video like this where I'm just reflecting and talking about some stuff that I've seen, you know, and paid attention to. I'll try to do it like twice a month, like once every other week or whatever, because it's important that we reflect. It really is. And self-assessment is the key to being able to hold yourself accountable. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. If you can't self-reflect and say, oh shit, today I did this and that wasn't cool, tomorrow I'm gonna have to fix that, then I don't know where you at in your life, especially if you're 25 and older. And one last thing that I'll leave y'all with before I end the video is stop beating yourself up. For all the young adults who are newly 21, newly 22, under 25, under 30, stop beating yourself up for where you're not at. Stop beating yourself up for the things you don't have. And most importantly, stop comparing yourself to the people that are around you, or the people that you see on television, or the people that you see in movies or in the media or in magazines. Stop doing all of that. Move at your own pace, but make sure that all the moves that you make are positive and you're putting nothing but positive energy into the universe. Okay? We're all energy. We're all molecules. We're all fucking atoms and shit. Like, we're all energy. I don't get too deep into it. On a simple level, on a basic level, we are all energy. And we only get back the energy that we put into this universe. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you make the most out of every day. Do not waste a minute of your time, a second of your time, a nanosecond of your time. Be intentional about every fucking thing that you do. Hear me? Now, with that being said, y'all get out here and be great. Peace.